Do you remember anything? You had their guns drawn. You were ordered to the ground. You had a knife in your hand.
This video contains the interrogation of a girl who was caught after killing her foster mother by stabbing her almost 200 times. Lisa Knoefel and her husband Kevin were the loving parents of 3 children. It was, by all accounts, a stable and happy household. Lisa was a social worker who worked in the sex abuse department, while Kevin was often on the road as a trucker. It seemed like the perfect environment for a foster child. So when Sabrina Zunich was placed with him, it seemed as if her life was finally on the right track. Sabrina Zunich was the daughter of a couple who struggled with drug and alcohol addiction, leading her to spend years in and out of the foster system. When she was finally placed with Kevin and Lisa, the 5 of them instantly became a family. That all changed in December of 2011, when Zunich began to believe that Lisa gave her daughters preferential treatment. The two began to fight frequently, with Zunich becoming closer to Kevin. Witnesses say that there was something uncomfortable and odd about the relationship. The two spent quite a bit of time together and would frequently make inappropriate sexual jokes aimed at the other. Several people would call Zunich, expressing that they needed to get rid of Lisa, implying that Kevin shared her feelings. On November 16, 2012, police received a 911 call from 13-year-old Megan, screaming that Zunich was murdering her mother. When police arrived on the scene, they found Zunich drenched in blood and holding the 15-inch kitchen knife she had used to stab Lisa nearly 200 times.
For me, please. You remember me, right? Mm-hmm. I'm Jim Vitale. I'm a policeman. This is Detective Parmer, Detective Broadwater. They work with me. Hi. Well, we're going to sit down and talk for a moment. I asked them to come with me because we all kind of been working a little bit. You're probably wondering what happened, and we're wondering what happened here. We have some routine paperwork we have to go over real quick. Partner's going to explain that to you. I'm sure he's watching TV and that.
Before we ask you any questions, okay, we got to give you some rights, okay? And what I'm going to do is when we give you these rights, I was going to ask you the initials next to these rights, okay?
It'll be fine. You'll be able to...
Even if you kind of hold it like this and kind of do it like that, okay? Just so you know, you are being suspected of being involved in a homicide, okay? You do have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Anything you say can't and will be against you in court of law. You understand that?
Yes.
You have a right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have him with you during questioning. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you desire. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering any questions at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand that? Okay. What you need to do is just initial right there.
I can't see.
Oh, yeah. It's George glasses. That's just what we read to you right here. You need to put your initials there, please.
I'm going to put them here for you. What's your initials?
SB.
SB?
SB.
SZ, okay. You understand everything that I read to you today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What grade are you in right now?
12.
12th grade? What kind of grades do you get in school?
3.3.
3.3? You read and write the English language?
Mm-hmm.
Do you read and write the English language?
Yes.
Okay, you understand everything that I'm saying to you right now?
Yes.
Okay. You can just kind of scribble. Can you grip a pen at all and try to write your name?
Just like you did when you were at the hospital.
Yeah.
When you were signed your discharge sheet.
And this is just
Right there.
saying that I understand these.
Correct. Understand your
Yep.
rights. Do you understand your rights?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is not saying that if I want the attorney, right?
No, absolutely not.
Did you ever get that one?
Yes, I did.
Second one?
Second one, yep.
Zunich is being read her rights, and while she seems to understand, her speech is hesitant and slurred. This may be due to medication.
Rita, you want anything to drink?
Yes, yes.
What would you like?
Doesn't.
Water?
Water or kind of a soft drink or what?
I don't know.
I'm sorry?
Water would be fine.
Water's okay? Okay.
So what do you recall?
From yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
getting done with my homework, getting, I don't know, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And going to bed.
And we're at home.
Mm-hmm.
Would anything unusual happen?
I don't know. Everything went fine according to what I knew of.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Starting from,
Starting from when you got home from school yesterday.
No.
I got home, I went to join home. Then we had hamburger helper. And then I went back to doing my homework. Stayed doing my homework till like 1. I went upstairs, no, it was like 12. Went upstairs, tried to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep, so I went to go get some Advil.
Mm-hmm.
Ibuprofen. Because my head hurts, because I have really bad headaches whenever they feel like it. And after that,
Where did you take ibuprofen from?
in they sang in Kevin's bathroom. That's
Where?
where it's held. Kevin and Lisa's bedroom. That's where it's held.
Kevin and Lisa's bedroom? Okay. Where is it at? Is it actually in a medicine cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it on the first shelf, the second shelf, the third shelf? Do you recall?
I believe that there's only 2 shelves,
Okay.
and it's on the bottom.
On the bottom shelf?
So you went in her bed. Is her bathroom in her bedroom?
Mm-hmm. It's connected.
Mm-hmm.
Was Lisa still awake?
I don't know. I just remember going in there, having the bottle, starting to shake it to get the meds, and then I'm gone from there. Thank you.
Okay. Do you remember what the bottle said?
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen?
White, and there was orange around it.
Okay.
Are you allowed in the bathroom?
And to get Advil or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I call it Advil. It's always
Right.
ibuprofen. Other than that, no. Not unless they're there or, we're told to.
So
Or yes.
what did Lisa say to you then, when she saw you in there?
Don't know. I don't know if
You
Lisa
didn't
will-
hear hers?
No. I don't remember anything at that point on.
What do you remember?
Everything except,
Were you taking any illegal narcotics yesterday?
no. Don't do drugs.
You don't do drugs? When was the last time you did drugs?
3.5 years ago.
3.5 years ago? Okay. You have not had any illegal drugs since then?
They not only need to know about Zunich's possible drug use in case it relates to the crime, but also to determine if it is going to affect her answers.
Okay. You were at home all night yesterday? Okay. After you ate dinner, did you have this opportunity to say goodbye to Kevin?
I was at the computer desk.
You're at the computer
I
desk?
don't know. I went to the living room also because I was printing my bracelet. I mean, I was in the living room, I was in the kitchen, and I was in the office. That's it. Excuse me. I mean, I believe so, yeah, he just said bye, because he always says bye to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we either say bye, Chihuahua, Billy kisses him, well,
Okay. You had an argument or anything with Lisa last night?
no,
No?
everything was fine. From what
Everything's
I
fine?
know of.
Okay. Have you had these type of issues in the past where you just don't remember things?
I'm not positive. I mean, I know I was in my other group homes. When I was in a fight with other people, I blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember it.
Have you ever been checked?
What do you mean, the
Like, have you,
psychiatrist?
medically? Yeah.
Yeah, I go to a psychiatrist.
Okay. And you take,
About insulin once a day.
okay. And what are those meds for?
The Vyvanse is for ADHD, and
Okay.
Lamotrigine is for mood stabilizers, less anxiety.
So it kind of stabilizes your moods? Okay.
They haven't been changed.
But it has nothing to do with anything neurological or anything, correct?
No, they thought I had like mini seizures because of my headaches.
Okay.
And there were all kinds of testing. They found nothing. So I am on this med, but I'm not because I haven't taken it because I ran out.
Which
But-
one?
I forgot what it's called. But it's just
What's it for?
for headaches. So I went to a neurologist.
Like for migraine headaches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'd be in my bed, fetal position, crying, lights off, no music, no.
Right.
You mentioned you've had, at your group home, incidences where you blacked out. Have those been physical?
What do you mean?
Like, did you get in fights? People?
Yeah, but it wasn't me hitting them.
Mm-hmm.
If I get a blow to the head, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I close my head.
Have you hit people before and not
And I remembered it?
Like, in the blackout? Yes. But not, I don't sword fights.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since my first group home, I was 14. I stopped fighting ever since then.
What do you think happened to your hands?
I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm being charged with homicide.
Well, we're investigating that. Do you remember blood being all over you?
No, but I can see it all over my legs.
There was blood all over your face or blood all over your body. That's why you're not in your clothes. Do you remember your clothes?
I remember.
Zunich had been instructed by her foster father to plead insanity if she was caught, and she has taken his advice. Memory loss is one of the top lies a suspect will use if they cannot escape the scene and attempt to cover their actions.
I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah.
And then,
Remember what you were doing prior to getting to the ambulance?
no,
In Lisa's room?
getting meds. For my headache. And if I don't get it,
Mm-hmm.
Was Haley there when you were getting the meds?
Was Haley in her room with Lisa sleeping?
no.
She was not?
No, he has a old room on the other side of
Okay.
the house.
Do you know what time Haley went to bed?
I don't. She's usually up and down. I think around 11.
Okay.
She usually is passed out by the moment.
Were you still working on your project at that time? And you working on a laptop or something there? That project for school?
British literature.
For what?
British literature.
Okay.
Okay, so
What time does Haley usually go down to bed?
Well, they try and put her to bed at like 10.
Okay.
So fall asleep at 11 or 12.
Okay. So last night you were in the office area working on your project.
Yes.
Haley went to bed in her room? Okay. What about Megan?
She's always in bed.
Okay.
By the time I get upstairs.
Alright, so she was upstairs sleeping?
Yeah, we're both upstairs in our rooms. We have separate rooms.
Okay. So what happened after she went to bed? Is Lisa still awake, or is Lisa sleeping at this time while you're finishing your project? When after Haley goes to bed and after Megan goes to bed?
I don't know. I have my earphones on the whole time. I don't know if she's
What are you listening to?
music.
Yeah. On what?
My laptop, as I'm
Okay.
going to British literature.
Okay. So you're listening to some music. You're not sure what's going on around you, basically,
No.
right? And at some point in time, you say approximately midnight,
Yeah,
you go upstairs and try to go to bed, correct?
correct.
Okay. After some point in time, you don't know how long it's been, you can't go to bed because you've got a headache,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Correct.
And the only place that there is any type of Advil or aspirin or ibuprofen is in Kevin and Lisa's bedroom, correct?
In the cabinet,
Right.
over the toilet.
Okay. So you go downstairs, you go into Lisa and Kevin's room, you go open open up the medicine cabinet, white bottle that says ibuprofen. How many did you take?
3.
3. How many milligrams are they?
I don't know. 250? I don't know.
Okay.
I just know that I take it for my headache.
Okay.
It's the only thing we had.
All right. So you take 3 of those. After you take 3 of them, where do you go from there?
I don't know. That's when my memory hits off. The only thing I remember after that was the ambulance, and the hospital, and I'm finding I have mess on my hands, and there, and the house back, because yours told me so.
What happened to your hands? I mean, did you see when they were at the hospital what your hands looked like?
No,
You didn't see it? So you don't know what's wrong with your hands?
they obviously been cut because they told me that.
They were cut? It's cut pretty bad?
5 stitches,
How many?
5.
5 in your, what, right hand?
2 in one and 3 in the other. I don't know which one is 3.
Okay. Did you see the stitches? Did you see what they did? No. You have no idea how that could have happened?
No.
Nothing?
Lisa Knoeffel's death was violent, but she was able to leave defensive wounds on Zunich.
I don't know how I got blood all over me in this happening.
Was there anybody else in the house besides the 4 of you ladies?
Me, Megan, and Lisa, no.
No one else was there? No visitors? Nobody came by to see you?
No,
Nothing? Okay.
All the doors are locked up.
from what I know of.
Okay.
When you let the dogs out, where do they go? Out the back way?
I go out the front.
Oh, they go the front way? Okay. What time does Kevin usually get home from work? Does it vary, or does he have a regular schedule that he's done? And
It's kind of fluctuating, but in between an hour and a half hour. It's usually like 5 or 5:30, and on a good day it's like 4:30, depending on his route.
In the morning, that's when he gets, so he drives pretty much at nighttime?
Oh, yeah. He's night shift.
Is that a GFS
Mhm.
driver? Okay.
Double trailer.
Oh, double trailer, okay. And he has a specific route, like up towards Michigan or something, or?
I believe so. He used to go to Springfield, but then they had owner changes, so.
Okay. So then, he would get back, and then what's he do? He usually go to bed?
Yeah.
Does he work, does he do anything else?
He gets back up at like 6:20, and then drops me off at school and goes to the bus garage, because it's his second job. And drives buses for 1 week.
Oh, he does? Oh, okay. So he drives you to school, and then he gets a bus?
Yeah,
Start
he goes
driving.
to the bus garage.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to the same school that he drives for?
No, he does for the middle school,
Okay.
and I'm in the high school.
Oh, okay. All right, so then what time does Lisa usually get up to go to work?
I have no idea when I'm there.
You're never there, okay.
I assume, I think she has to be there at like 8 or 9, I don't know. But, she gets like an hour up before,
Yeah,
I believe. I'm not positive.
and when you come home, how do you get home from school?
Either Kevin, because I do stay after school for help with homework, or I get on the bus.
Okay. Is Lisa home when you get home, or after?
All depends on the day.
Okay.
Because if she's working, what is it called? If she's on call, is what you call it,
Okay.
then she'll be there till like 5 or 6
Yeah.
if she doesn't have, a call. And then
Okay.
usually it'll be 4:15, 4:30.
Okay.
How do you get along with Kevin?
Kevin and me are cool. I mean, he's more the one that helps me out, because this is Megan to deal with. Megan has mental instabilities herself,
Okay.
and so we made agreements a long time ago that if I need anything, that I could go to Kevin, and if it was major that she needed to be involved in, then he would ask, but not to be concerned about small things, because it's already stretching her out because of her job, and Haley and Megan.
The relationship between Zunich and Lisa Knoefel was close in the beginning. This changed when Zunich began to feel like Lisa cared more for her own daughters. It would be interesting to discover whether or not this idea was planted and enforced by Kevin Knoefel, who Zunich began to grow closer to as her relationship with Lisa deteriorated.
How about with Lisa? How are you dealing with her?
Me and Lisa have never been the best.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never tried to hurt her, never had any thoughts of hurting her. Yeah, it's been emotional and mental abuse from her to me.
Mm-hmm.
She put her hands on me, not fighting, but restraining me because I wouldn't give an iPod to her. And I don't know. I don't know. She never seemed to like me, and she's been wanting me out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on how Lisa is not alive now?
What?
What is your thoughts on that she is not alive? Maybe you didn't understand. That's what we're talking to you about.
Mm-hmm.
This is dead.
You can't tell me I did it.
Yes.
But most of that blood was probably hers.
That's why we need you to concentrate and think about what happened.
Zunich feigns ignorance about Lisa's death. It doesn't move the detectives. Lisa was stabbed over 100 times, and Zunich had to know that it would be enough to kill her.
There's always two sides to every story, and we want to know what you had to say about it. And we know you were there. You know, there were officers that got to the house after they were called. So we just need you to focus on what happened. You know you were doing homework, and you know you got yourself to the bedroom to get the medicine. What you need to do now is bring it all together and think real hard about maybe what happened next. And then that'll explain how you got some wounds to your hands. Okay?
What's gonna happen to Haley, Megan, and Kevin?
Hmm?
What's gonna happen to Haley, Megan, and Kevin?
Haley, Megan, and Kevin are all safe. They're at home right now. Haley's with Judy, alright? And Megan's with her dad. And Kevin's with Judy also. Anything coming back?
No.
Recall coming out of the bedroom with a knife in your hand?
No.
Well, you had a knife. And you stabbed Lisa.
I did.
Yes, you did. And Megan called the police.
That can't be true.
Bree, it is. I'm sorry.
I've never been a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know, that's why we're asking you to think about it. We need to know how to help you, okay? And we don't know that until we need to get some facts and find out what's going on. And that'll give us the best course on how to proceed from here and help you, help the family, and go on from there.
What do you want me to eat?
I don't.
We don't want you to say anything except the truth, and we just want you to think about it, because something happened by the time you were getting your meds in the bathroom there for your headache, and then one of our police officers arriving. So something happened in between that time, and we're just trying to get to the truth of that and find out what happened.
I don't know. This is really dead.
This is dead. Sorry.
don't believe this.
That's why we're here, trying to put it all together.
Can I just...
Yeah, I'll get you something else.
Trying to figure out what happened. Okay? We know that you and Lisa had a struggle with a knife. Lisa was stabbed multiple times.
I do want to roll it, please.
Oh, yeah, here. Got it.
Thank you. Nobody else is hurt.
Nobody else was hurt. Thank goodness.
Has there been maybe an argument between you and Lisa? Maybe it had something to do with your iPad or anything like that?
That was a long time ago.
A long time ago?
And yeah, the cops were called on.
Okay. Did you get your iPad back?
And I thought, yeah.
Or iPod, whatever it is? You got it back? Where should it be at the house?
My book bag.
In your book bag? Okay.
My pocket. Mesh pocket.
Okay.
My right side.
You have a Facebook account?
Yes.
You do? Were you on Facebook last night?
Yes.
Talk to anybody?
Yes, but not much.
Not much? Were you instant messaging anybody?
Yes.
Who?
This kid named Bobby. And
What's Bobby's last name?
I don't know.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
How do you know him?
Skating.
From skating?
United States.
You go to school with him?
No.
No? How old is he?
15 or 16.
Okay, so a little younger than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm usually just helping him. He has mental instability. Next to suicide.
Okay. Have you ever thought about homicidal or suicidal thoughts?
No. I mean, a long time ago. But I've been stable for so long. I've never had any doubts like that.
Were you taking medication for that?
What?
For having those type of thoughts?
I mean, I guess it's contributed with the fluctuating moods. Because my bipolar, it just straight shots down into depression.
Okay.
But I haven't had any problems. My meds have been constant. Since when I got there, I was on 9 meds. And they're all very high dosages. Now I'm down to 2. The 2 haven't changed in about 6 to 8. No. 4, it has to be a little bit more than 4 months. I've been completely stable.
So 4 plus months you haven't had any changes of medication or anything like that?
No.
You've been taking your medications like you're supposed to?
Yes.
Have you hit your head sometime and not told anybody about it? It may have...
That's the only possible thing that could have happened, but I don't remember it. Because if I'm going to blackout, then I have to have that hit my head. So in 2nd grade, I fell and hit my head on the asphalt. Went into a concussion. First group home, got attacked like 3 times. All of those went into about...
You ever have nightmares about being attacked?
No.
You ever talk to anybody about your concern about being attacked?
It's not really a concern anymore since I'm out of that place.
Okay. Do you feel safe where you're at now?
Yes.
With Lisa and Kevin?
Yes.
And Megan? And Haley? How do you get along with Megan and Haley?
Haley is my everything. I love her.
Okay.
Megan, she's bipolar also. So me and her were up and down, but I've never done anything to her, ever, nor had thoughts. I mean, I'm a very nice, giving person, but they will tell you that. Like someone said, won't lie to you. I don't do anything to hurt people. And Megan constantly treats me like complete crap, but I go back to her and I help her with things. So I'm accepting of people. Get where she's coming from with the bipolar. I was there too, I told her so.
Have you ever had any discussions with any of your therapists or anybody like that as far as, any type of thoughts that you may have had or may have had?
Like against somebody?
Right.
I haven't had thoughts against anybody.
From all accounts, the relationship that Zunich had with the other girls was unremarkable. There was the occasional squabble, but nothing that would be out of the ordinary between siblings. This made the murder all the easier. Zunich was not a typically violent person.
That arm hurts so bad.
I bet it does.
I bet it does.
Yeah, just don't remember, but I'm guessing that maybe Lisa saw you go in the bathroom to get the medicine. You think she would yell at you for doing that without asking? Is that something possible?
I mean, yeah, but
Did that happen?
either she would wake up, come towards me, or she would yell and say who it is, or she would just not say anything.
Think she was sleeping when you went in to get the meds?
Yeah.
Or was she reading a book?
I don't
Were there any lights on in the room?
know. There was a little glare from the alarm clocks.
Okay. There was no glow light from the iPad or
Nope.
TV wasn't on? No reading light or anything for if she was,
I
you know,
don't
reading a
ever
book?
her read it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She doesn't read often. She says she does, but I never see her read.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just from my point of view. I don't know.
Did you take any medicine? I know you talked about getting ibuprofen. Do you know if you ever even taken it?
Yeah, ibuprofen.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I got to the hospital, I saw it headache.
Where do you think you got the knife from?
I don't believe I got the knife.
Yeah. And you had a knife.
I don't believe it.
It's true.
You remember?
When we came to the house, you had the knife in your hand.
Are you sure it wasn't self-defense?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. We had 2 police officers there that saw you with the knife and ordered you to drop it.
Did I?
Right. Well, yes.
Why do you say that so iffy?
You did.
Well-
I said it like that because if they hadn't, you could have been hurt.
You threw the knife down and they made you get on the floor and put handcuffs on you.
Do you remember any of
Do you
that?
recall that part of it there?
The little bit that I recall is being on the floor drooling, and then that's
Mhm.
it.
You remember Megan coming in?
No.
No?
Remember Haley coming in?
Megan and Haley were both there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look, you're saying everything. So, what you're saying is true. You're telling me Haley and Megan saw me or her mother?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Nobody needs to see that.
No.
You're right.
Right.
I mean, it's just between you and Lisa. Nobody else should have seen that.
No. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Ow! No.
What's wrong with your shoulder, hon?
I think they gave me a tetanus shot.
You need a
Oh,
Zunich draws attention to a pain in her arm, likely to garner sympathy or avoid more questions. It is a stalling tactic at best, because this issue isn't going away.
You hurt anywhere else besides your hands? No. You're not injured anywhere else, just your hands?
I have cuts going in another place. And the slashes are right. That's all I know.
Okay.
And I'm taking my meds this morning. Because if not, I'm going to look like a walking zombie.
Okay, we can look into that for you. Where are they?
In my bedroom, on my dresser, as soon as you walk in, they're on the left side of 2 pillows.
You take them yourself in your bedroom? Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, we can get
Are
that.
there two different kinds?
One's Lotrogene 150, one's 5 inch.
You take them both in the morning then?
Ow!
You have to take food with them? You can just take them? Okay.
You already ate this morning, right?
What?
Did you eat this morning?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
So nothing's coming to...
No.
Do you remember Megan or Haley saying anything to you?
Remember Megan trying to pull you off her mom, telling you to stop?
So they were in there and trying to pull me off of her.
Brilliant, it is true. You're right and wrong and truth and a lie. Do you remember any of these things?
Nothing except for what I told you.
Okay. That's what happened.
Is everything gonna be okay?
Just
Not with me.
no, it's not going to be okay for a lot of people. I know some things for sure. I know Megan was yelling at you to stop. Do you recall any of that?
No.
And I'm going to tell you how I know this because she called 911 and I could hear both of you in the background.
Oh. Why can't I remember this?
I don't know. That's why we're talking to you. I don't know. Nothing. Do you remember it would trigger anything like this? You ever had a situation like this ever?
No. I've never. No.
You ever sleptwalk before?
Yeah. It was my grandma a long time ago.
Yeah. What happened then?
I was in her bed and I guess I just tried to walk out of the house.
Mhm.
Just come back and it laid me down.
I mean, this is what happened, but you honestly do not remember?
You know where the nights are in your house?
Yes, but that's only because I either use them to cook or I put away the dishwasher.
Recall going to the kitchen last night and grabbing a knife?
No.
Zunich doubles down on the memory loss, but she can probably hear the skepticism in the detectives' voices. Without any type of history of such events, this story carries little weight.
I wasn't in the kitchen last night.
I don't know which knife it was. Do you remember which one it was? Or no?
Play that long?
I used that.
Do you know that knife?
What did it look like? Besides just the length.
Black handle? Probably 9 to 12 inches. Very sharp.
Does it have ridged edges or does it straight sharp?
I believe. Don't recall, to be honest with you.
You ever punched any holes in your wall? Well, you ever slammed your door open where the door handle?
Those were both there from Megan.
From
Before I
Megan?
got there.
Okay,
She has huge major issues with ink.
okay.
She pulled up on me multiple times and hit me and then claimed that I tried to stab her with a butter knife. And you can ask Laura, which is Lisa's sister, and Kevin. We were all there when they went to training. She made a big deal out of nothing. Because she got mad about Laura not wanting her waffles, and I was buttering mine. She goes to hit me on my arm, and I go to restrain her hands because she wasn't going to hit me more. I had a butter knife in my hand, didn't have time to put it down, but it was spaced on the floor. She's trying to struggle to get her hands away from mine, and by the time I have it, the knife is in between our two hands. And they claimed that I tried to kill her. She's also claimed that Kevin tried to kill her.
Without further documentation, it is difficult to determine if this event actually happened. Zunich is either lying or exaggerating to discredit her foster sister.
Honestly, she has some huge mental instabilities. Because none of us ever has tried to hurt her or anybody else.
Why do you suppose your clothes were dripping with blood?
Excuse me.
Right on. What is that noise?
They're releasing the door and it makes a loud click noise.
I'm not sure how to do that.
Shoot, I'm sorry.
Okay.
How do you suppose your clothes were blood-soaked, dripping?
You told me I killed her.
You don't remember anything?
Oh.
Zunich does not deny that she kills Lisa, only that she doesn't remember doing so. This lines up with her later claim that Kevin wanted her to go for a plea of insanity.
It would never hurt anybody.
Did you stab Lisa?
How else would she have died if you're telling me she...
Well, either you did or you didn't.
What do you mean? That doesn't make sense.
I must ask you if you did.
I don't know.
Okay.
Out of the four of you that are in the house, okay? You get one's 3, you get one's 13, you're 18, and then there's Lisa. Okay? What would be your explanation for what happened if you don't think you did this?
I don't know. I can't think straight.
Okay. Okay. What are you feeling right now? I mean, what's your thoughts right now?
I'm scared.
Mhm.
Sure, that's understandable. That's very understandable. What else?
A lot of grief and sadness towards her kids and Kevin and his sister. Everybody else has a part there in her life.
What's your thoughts towards Lisa right now?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, do you have any thoughts at all about what's happened to her?
What are you talking about?
Talking about Lisa.
Lisa, you know, she's not living right now. I mean, what are your thoughts towards that? Do you have any thoughts towards it at all? How do you feel?
I don't feel good about it.
Okay, well, that's what I'm asking. Okay.
This is my foster mom.
How many foster moms have you had?
Just her.
Just her? Okay. That's what, since last year sometime?
July.
July of 2011? Okay.
I can't stand my hands. I don't feel good.
I believe it. Just wait for a moment. Bree, I'll be right back.
Okay.
What do you think we should do to find out what happened? As policemen, as detectives, what do you think we should be doing? Do you have an idea what you would like us to do?
What could I want you to do?
Zunich deflects by answering a question with another question. By speaking, she is giving the appearance of being cooperative without giving any actual information.
Well, it's just a question. That's all it is. Sometimes people have thoughts about what they would like the police to do. You know, you would want us to get to the bottom of it, right, and find out what happened.
Yes.
Okay. You know, speaking with the other kids, you know, we've talked to them, and they've talked to us, and that's why we're talking to you now. And we want to see what you have to say about the whole thing. And there's always two sides to every story. I mean, if you went down to get the meds and that upset Lisa for some reason, maybe you didn't ask. I don't know what the policy is with the house. If you're supposed to ask, or if you thought, well, she's sleeping, or maybe she won't know, I'm just going to slip in here. Because I think if she was laying down in the bed, I don't know if she could see somebody if they very quietly just stepped into that bathroom. They might not even see a person do that. Now, are you supposed to ask before you get meds?
It really doesn't matter. I usually ask.
You usually do, though?
Yeah.
But, I mean, is that a policy of hers that says, hey, don't go get the meds without telling me?
No.
No?
Because I've broken before.
How many of those things would you take a day? If you get headaches, how many would you take?
It depends on the severity.
Okay, let's say if it was really bad.
I would take four.
Four at a time?
No.
Just through the day?
Yes.
Spread out. Okay.
That's just a lot for our company. I'm sorry it's this loud.
4 or 5 a day. Has she ever told you maybe that's too many? take?
I've taken 4 at one time, but that's because I could barely even walk.
Okay.
But that was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. I mean, at that house, that's where, on Chagrin, or is it a different house?
No,
That's Chagrin?
Bree, do you remember anything backwards from before the ambulance? Do you remember the police arriving? You know policemen in uniform, right?
no.
None of that? You were arrested at the house.
I was?
In handcuffs, gunpoint.
Gunpoint.
Yes. Do you remember any of that? Let me just help you step back. You mind? Before you got in the ambulance, you were in the house, and the officers arrived. Megan was very scared and called us on the 911. Do you remember anything? You had their guns drawn. You were ordered to the ground. You had a knife in your hand. Do I remember that trigger anything else? Do you remember the girls? Do you remember anything in that bedroom, in Lisa's bedroom?
No.
I believe you were downstairs in Lisa's bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lisa, downstairs in the bedroom is where you were at.
In the bedroom.
And that's where Lisa was hurt. On the floor there. None of that. Remember.
Okay.
So I just want to let you know what happened. That's what happened. That's what I know for sure was happening. You don't remember anything beyond that?
Let me ask this question about what you were wearing. You remember putting gloves on?
Yeah, because it was cold.
Okay.
That house was really cold, and I'm always cold. Anybody will tell you that.
Okay. So they're like little isotoner type gloves. They're real thin, but they're probably enough to keep your hands warm. Black?
Yeah, and I have them because I use my iPod, and that way I can use my
Okay. Is that pretty normal? You like to wear those when it's cold out? When it's cold in the house, whatever?
I mean, I don't know. It just started getting cold now,
Yeah, okay. I understand.
and I'm always freezing cold, and I'm starting to get a cold.
You remember having them on tonight? Okay. Well, that's a good thing. That's part of your memory. Remember you had your gloves on?
What time is it?
It is like 11.
Almost 12 o'clock.
No.
Nine?
No,
Noon.
lunchtime.
Do you, think about this. Put a lot of thought into this. Okay, you went down to get the meds. You got your gloves on. And at some point from the time you're getting the meds, you end up over on the window side of Lisa's bedroom. Okay? And that's where a struggle took place over there. Does that sound like something that you kind of remember a little bit, even if it's just a little foggy?
The meds is it. I promise you.
What's that?
The meds is it. I promise you. After I got them, shook the bottle of Getzman, put the cap back on, and that's it.
That's it, huh? Okay. Would you tell us if you remembered?
Yes.
Okay.
I can barely see you. Just so
What-
you know.
Where are your glasses at normally?
On my face.
Yeah, you usually have them at all the times?
Yeah, I can't see without it.
Do you recall seeing any glasses?
No.
Alright. Well, if we locate them, we'll find them. If we can give them to you, we will. Can you see distance at all? Nothing at all? No, not even up close?
I can see up close, but it's very blurry. I'll have to like adjust.
Okay. Alright. I'm sorry, but, anything else that you can remember at this point? Alright. Concerns are for a lot of people right now, but right now I ask you a concern. Are you okay right now? Do you feel like hurting yourself? I want to make sure you're not suicidal. Okay. If you were, would you tell me? Okay. And I want you to tell me if you started having a change, okay? Or any of my partners, even the guys in the uniform, they're all good people, okay?
Are you warm enough back there? You need
We'll get you a blanket.
It's cold.
Yeah, we'll get you a blanket. And,
Do you have a blanket already, or none? You don't have a blanket? Oh my gosh. How'd that happen?
Do you want to know what, I can tell you what's going to happen from here right now? I mean, do you have questions for me?
What's going on?
I mean, you right, David?
Yeah.
I mean, for right now, we're
Yeah.
still doing our investigation, but you're under arrest. You know, Lisa's dead, and it appears that you're responsible for that at this time. So that's what the charge is going to be. But at that point, you're going to spend a weekend in jail, the county jail. We're not going to stay here all weekend. All right? And you'll have a court hearing probably on Monday. And at that time, they'll look to see if you have a bond and what to do. All right? You ever been in trouble like this before? Or probably never like this. You ever been arrested before? What for?
I don't know. I have a juvenile record.
Yeah. Okay. We know you're no longer a juvenile, correct?
What?
You said
You know you're an adult now, right?
You had a
So
birthday
it's a little
in
different.
October?
Yeah.
There's a,
Do you understand what I just said? Okay.
there's a button in where you're at there, and if you think of something you want to tell us, you push that button and tell the dispatcher you want to talk to one of the detectives. Okay? All right? Bring
All right,
water with
lady.
you. Like it's in there?
Yeah, let me get sure I get you that and get you some Kleenex and
Just let her have
the
it.
towels. Where's the blankets at?
Let me look at that.
You will be.
Yes, what would you like? More of these? You being truthful with us? Okay. You don't recall anything else besides that? No problems, or no seeing anybody else, nobody arguing with Lisa?
No.
Okay. Let me make a couple of these for you? Okay. Well, it is what it is right now. We're gonna have to deal with it, okay?
You?
Some serious things, but
You open the door. Upstairs.
I'm gonna get you a fresh roll.
Thank you.
Hey.
Ow!
After Zunich continues to deny any memory of committing the murder, the detectives inform her that she is under arrest and let her know what can be expected to happen in the near future.
Let me just check one more thing if I get in there. No, well, I must have ran out. I can give you another uniform too, but let me just see what we got here.
Who's running this joint?
Am I able to be rewrapped?
Yeah, we're not gonna do it right now, okay?
When are we leaving?
It won't be too long. Okay, somebody.
Hey, Church, got two.
Alright, somebody, you want? You okay for right now? Alright.
Am I going to take those with
Yes, please do.
and my water?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be with the water.
I'll carry the water for you.
After spending months in jail, Zunich eventually agreed to a plea deal that included testifying against Kevin Knoefel, who she said encouraged her to commit the murder and told her how to do it. Zunich claims that they had a sexual relationship and that he told her he couldn't leave Lisa because she would gain custody of the girls. A few months after she was arrested, Sabrina told police that she was willing to talk in exchange for a sentence that allowed for the possibility of parole after 30 years, instead of life in prison without the possibility of parole. In August 2014, Sabrina Zunich pleaded guilty to aggravated murder. She was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. Public records show that she will be eligible for parole in 2042, when she will be 47 years old. Kevin Knoefel was charged with conspiracy to commit aggravated murder and complicity to aggravated murder, as well as 6 counts of sexual battery. Kevin pleaded not guilty. After a deliberation of nearly 10 hours, the jury declared him guilty, and he was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 30 years.